Perhaps it could live many centuries. Sadly, we'll never know.
No. We'll bring it in alive.
The commission was quite specific. The asset was to be terminated.
Hello guys, Haunter here and welcome back to Bounty Hunter of the Week. This week we will be talking about Djarin, commonly known as a Mandalorian or Mando for short. He was a human male Mandalorian who worked as a bounty hunter during the New Republic era. As a child, Mando was caught in the crossfire of an attack by separatist battle droids at some point during the fall of the Republic. Whilst the droids slaughtered the people of his hometown, his mother and father hid him under a hatch before being killed in an explosion themselves shortly after. The hatch was then opened by a B-2 series super battle droid, which attempted to fire on the child. The battle droid was destroyed by a Mandalorian warrior of the Death Watch. As more Death Watch warriors arrived and fought the remaining battle droids, the warrior flew away using his jetpack, whilst carrying Mando, rescuing him. Mando was then taken in as a foundling by the Mandalorians, who trained him in the fighting corps and took care of him. He eventually joined the tribe, who operated on the planet Nevarro, and acquired his own Mandalorian armor. Once he had received his helmet, he was never to take it off in front of anyone ever again, for if he did, he would not be allowed to put it back on again, which was tradition, practiced by all members of the tribe. Mando became battle-hardened, a man of few words and a formidable hunter in an increasingly dangerous galaxy. His ship was the Razor Crest, a military patrol starship that predated the Imperial era, which he used as a personal transport. During the rise of the New Republic, Mando travelled across the galaxy's outer rim territories, collecting bounties as a member of the Bounty Hunters Guild. In that time, he developed a reputation for being an expensive yet formidable bounty hunter. At some point, Mando worked alongside criminal Ranzar Malk and the Twi'lek mercenaries Djarin and Quinn, who were also siblings. Being a survivor of an attack on his home by battle droids, Mando had always had a dislike of droids, such as when he had rejected a brand new speeder driven by a droid just for a human operated one. He made this behaviour clear to various individuals such as Kubas Ferryman, Motto and Cara Dune. He was also greatly distrustful of the IG-11 unit despite his reprogramming, insisting on keeping the droid away from the child at all costs. At 9 ABY, Mando was hired on Nevarro by a client of an Imperial Remnant faction, who offered a substantial reward for the acquisition of an asset located on the world Arvala 7. During his mission on Arvala 7, he met an Ugnaught named Queel, who guided him to the location of the asset. On his way to the asset, Mando encountered a droid bounty hunter, IG-11, and the two entered the building in the encampment guarded by mercenaries where the asset was kept. Upon seeing the asset itself, they discovered that it was in fact a Force-sensitive child which belonged to the same species as Jedi Grandmaster Yoda. Mando, who was tasked with bringing the child alive, shot IG-11 who was about to kill the child, and saved the infant, taking him into his custody. Discovering the child's Force sensitivity during his time on Arvala 7, Mando then took the child back to the client and collected his reward. However, the Mandalorian warrior had already begun to form a bond with the infant. Feeling remorseful for subjecting the child to a cruel fate, Mando entered the facility where the child was kept and rescued him from the Imperial station there, and later fended off the guild hunters with the help of his tribe. The two of them would then go on to embark on various adventures around the galaxy as they formed a very close bond, including an encounter with former rebel shock trooper Cara Dune, a job on Tatooine, and a run-in with a group of mercenaries. Mando was later contacted by the guild's agent, Greef Karga, who wished to make amends for his actions during the child's rescue. The guild agent offered to work with the Mandalorian to drive away the Imperials, who took control over Nevarro's city in exchange for dropping the bounty on the child. Mando then gathered his allies, Dune, Queel, and a reprogrammed IG-11, and met with Karga on Nevarro. Mando and his allies entered the city and fought the Imperials led by Moff Gideon, later retreating to the tribe's covert after facing heavy opposition. The armorer within the hideout tasked Mando with returning the child to his people, and declared the creation of his clan. After dealing with Gideon and his remaining Imperials, Djarin departed the planet with the infant and began his search for the child's species. Mando is such a badass bounty hunter, he's one of the best for sure. What do you guys think of him? Are you excited for Mandalorian Season 2? Let me know, I definitely am. I'll see you guys in the next video, see you later.